Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am home again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am home again. This is Adele. The song is called Love Song. I love this song. And this is Freya 13. I am Mari Torres, aka Sex Energy Goddess 13. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am making this video for those of you that have been asking me about my sword, Freya 13, that Sensei Ray made for me. I got this sword a few weeks ago, and when I got the sword, I felt like an intense energy. There were some two ravens came like flying down when we unwrapped the sword. It was a trip, and you can check out the video. That video when we got Freya 13. Since then, I have been spending a lot of time with her. She sleeps in the bed with me. Well, actually, in my little area. I'm in the Sex Energy Goddess 13 layer. This is where I'm working from. This is where I'm devising the plan, and everything is happening. There's so much happening, and I'm going to be catching you guys up on the things that are happening. But right now, we're talking about Freya 13, the sword. So I didn't even really know all of the stones that were on here. And I have to say that just recently, I've had it for a while, but just recently, I counted the stones and I realized that Freya has 13 stones plus the crystal. So everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for everything all the time, and that's why her name is Freya 13. Okay, so I wanted to feel her out first before I started investigating what the stones were about, because that's always a really fun part, because when you understand that nothing is by coincidence, you know that everything means something. So as I'm studying stones, I want to be able to recognize the feel of them and what they feel like to me. So I played around with Freya for a while, and then I decided to go ahead and research the stones. I am going through a rebirth, the biggest transformation of my life. And there are so many things that are happening in my life, so many things that are being challenged, and it's all about detaching from absolutely everything. And every single person is going to have an opportunity to practice that detachment, because it's happening to everybody. That is really the way that you ascend to the next level of your life. So there are tools that you can use to help you so that you can get deeper into your self-mastery, so that you can understand what is it that you're about, why is it that you're here, what is your purpose, because 2013, this is the time to do it. You have to live in your purpose. If you're not living in your purpose, you're going to die. It's really that simple. It sounds harsh, but that's as the 13th son would say, that's the blood raw truth. All right. Um, okay, so the stone that I want to talk about first is the serpentine. And as you see, Sensei Ray, they have a new look also. Today I've been in real deep meditation and doing all of my rituals. And so I've been really connected to my galactic federation, as I like to call them. And so when I get inspired to do something, I just do it. And so this is what came through today. And I know that these coils, these shapes mean something to somebody. Well, they mean something to me. I just got to figure out exactly what they mean. And Freya 13 is actually going to help me figure that out, because um, this this sword is energetically charged for me specifically, and I get confirmation more and more as I work more with this energy tool and as I research what encompasses Freya 13. So the serpentine is a stone. I'm gonna actually go to my book, The Book of Stones. This is the book that I'm reading from. I also cross-reference and I check the internet. Google is always wonderful and fantastic, but there are a lot of books that can tell you about the metaphysical and healing properties of particular stones. Okay, so I'm gonna try and cover 3 of them, but I don't know because I'm trying to stay under 10 minutes, and I don't know. Okay, I gotta read fast. All right. Okay, so serpentine, and then I'm gonna tell you how this all makes sense in my life and how it just all connects. Okay, the key words for the serpentine is access to spiritual history of the earth, connection with nature, kundalini awakening. And the element is earth, and it is for all the chakras. Serpentine is one of the best stones for rousing the kundalini energies, the serpent power, said to reside at the base of the spine, wrapped 3.5 times around the sacrum. When the kundalini is awakened, and let me put this on the camera so that you can see. This is the serpentine stone that I'm talking about. Okay, let me make it comfortable so that I don't. Okay, y'all can see it right there. Okay, good. All right. Okay, when the Kundalini is awakened, individuals may experience a wide range of psychic and spiritual phenomena, some of them quite intense. However, the central experience is that of feeling the serpent rise up like a fire in the spine, activating each chakra and ultimately emerging from the crown like a snake hovering over the head of the Sphinx. The experience coincides with the Kundalini Yoga, what the Kundalini Yoga sees as enlightenment. Of course, there are many dimensions to the Kundalini energies, and those interested in them are advised to read more deeply. Okay, so, and I took it completely away from the camera, so it didn't even make any sense. Okay, and the reason why the serpentine is so important in my life is because as Sex Energy Goddess 13, part of what I'm teaching people to do is transmute energy and to be able to take the energy that they have within them and transmute it and focus it into something and manifest it into something really fantastic for their lives. And in order for you to do that, in order for you to manifest, your kundalini has to be activated. You have to be able to activate the kundalini, and that serpent has to rise all the way up to the top. There are people that believe that, just by being up here, that they're going to be able to manifest. That's not going to happen, not in a million years. In order for you to manifest, you have to be able to do the formula, and there is a specific formula for manifestation. And if you don't have all the mathematics, it's just not going to work. So the serpentine is a stone that will help you activate the kundalini energy. You could take what I do is with the sword, I'm able to take it to the back of my spine, and then what I do is I just rub it up and down, and so I am focusing on the spinal, like the bottom, the sacrum area, which is basically between, like, where, well, I'm not going to show you right now, but y'all should know where it is. It's your tailbone, and you go real deep in there, and that's the area that you want to stimulate. And another thing that you can do to stimulate that area is you take your fist and then you just pound it. That's another thing that you can do. Another thing that you can do is simply do a gyrating motion where you're like pumping and thrusting. That's going to awaken up that energy. Once that energy is awakened, then you want to start bringing it up. And you start bringing it up by using breathing exercises. And every time that you take a breath, you're focusing on the next chakra up, rotating that color and, just vibrating that energy and bringing that energy up. And there's a whole sequence that I can show you about how you take that energy all the way up and distribute it so that you're not losing your energy. You want to keep that sexual energy that you have in you. So anybody that is celibate right now, this is a very good time for you to practice being able to transmute that energy. That is a powerful force within you for creativity, and there is a reason why it's being activated right now, because this is a time for creation. So my time's up on that one. On the next video, I'm going to tell you about the next stone, which is mahogany obsidian, which is my AKA, and I'm going to tell you exactly why that has been so important in the journey of the Sex Energy Goddess 13. So stay tuned for the next one. Adios.